What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be addressing this issue, if it'll focus. Alright, so these are all the interior panels over here. Oh, still focused, or still zoomed in. These are the interior panels. There's one of the side ones. These are the seats, obviously. Back one's back there. More side panels, but pretty much, it's hard to see, but still a side panel in there. And all the side panels are garbage because of water damage, and they just soaked and fell apart. So, gotta go to Home Depot and get Masonite, which is pretty much the same material as that. And then I will remake some panels. Let's go. So I pulled one of the Masonite sheets out already and put it in the garage over there so I can trace things out. But first off, since these going the way back, I'll sort those first. Now, I think these are savable. This has already started to fall apart, but I can keep pulling that off. And then this is a little dirty, moldy, but I'll clean that up. And it should be all right for me. First one I'm going to do is the biggest one. I'm doing it because that'll be probably an easier one to do as my first one to try out. And this thing's rapidly deteriorating. It's going to fall apart any minute. Literally. So it should be as easy as just tracing it out and cutting it out, which is what I'm going to do. Gotta get this out though. So I'll fold it down. Also gotta mark the holes. Should be it. Okay, that's very hard to see. You probably won't see it on camera. But I've got an outline of it now. So I can sauce this thing in the trash. This part isn't too interesting, but I got a little bit of paint in here drying. And while it's drying, I'm going to start pulling. The rear seat is actually behind that seat. This is the middle seat. The rear bench is back there, so I'm going to pull that out and clean it up, and then like redo the bars on the bottom, or just clean them up and paint them, and then put them in. So gotta get all that out now. Now I'm overly OCD about cleaning even if you can't see it, so I'm going to clean all the bottom and then spruce these up, sand them down, and then paint them. So here's a little update on the panels that I'm doing for the interior of the bus, and a little bit of how we're doing it here. So this is obviously the old interior passenger side door panel. Let me show you what I've already gotten done. The driver's side, still have to smooth out the edges, don't worry about that. This is the front side. I wrote this upside down. This is for the sliding door, and then this I have to cut the corners. And that's for the just opposing side on the interior. Using these masonite boards as shown before, and at the beginning I was pretty much laying it down on the ground. I put an old thing under it. Well, I traced it out with a Sharpie, and then I went through where all the screw holes are, and I took a little screwdriver or a punch and I tapped a hammer so it made an indentation, so I knew where to make a hole for a screw to go through. And then I'd lay the board down, and then with one of those, like with the piece still on top, so I could use it as like an edge, a guide, because it's still easier even after using a Sharpie. I used my I need to clean up so I can find things. Ah, there it is. I used my Dremel. Now this is not a very hefty Dremel. It doesn't have a lot of power in it. It gets the job done for smaller things. However, for this task, it was not really up to it. When I originally got this Dremel, I should have gotten the bigger, longer ones that had more power, but no, I wanted the handle because I was like 14 or something. Young teenager. And so I was originally using those to cut these things out. And it just wasn't working, didn't have enough power, so it'd stop, and then you'd have to power it up again, and it was just really straining it. And eventually, got to this stage, we're using this. And that's using the, it's called the scroll or so. It's working a lot better, because pretty much, I did some research on the internet. They said just treat it like it's wood. It has a lot of the same properties as wood. So, what I've been doing is, I'd set it up just like I normally would, and I'd trace it out and do the stuff with the holes. I actually started using binder clips, and that works out great for holding it on there. I didn't trace out the speaker hole because I'm not doing speakers on the doors. And I do that, and then I would just set it up on something. Right now it's on 2 tires. Obviously be careful to not hit those when you go around. You have to move it a little bit and position it. Then just go around and cut it. And that's how I did this one. I still need to smooth it out a little bit, but I mean overall, turns out pretty nice. So that's the process I've been doing for the interior panels and the way I've been doing it. It's working out good. So I got to finish this one, and then I have to get material to wrap it, because I was thinking about leaving it that brown, but just with the rough edges and stuff, I think it'd look better with material wrapped around it. So I still got to get material, and then I already have adhesive that I can use, and then put that all on there, and then I can bolt it back into the bus, which will be sweet. Hey guys, instead of the normal text outro, I thought I'd make an actual video saying thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. The last video got a ton of likes, and that's awesome to see. It's really positive. It gives me a little inspiration. And be sure to hit like and subscribe so you can watch future builds and projects and how these go. Alright, take it easy.